good, y'all? It's Abwon, and this is the Face2Face. You know, I got a whole bunch of creatives up here this time. I got director extraordinaire, Denity, Jersey's own, baby. Let's talk to him right quick.
Yo, what's up? My name is Denity, film director, music video director, just all around director, from Jersey.
You already know. Holla at him, you want your stuff done, man. I mean, you be out here with like everybody's favorite artists, yo. You want to give him a quick rundown?
Yeah, man. I worked with Tory Lanez. I worked with Jadakiss, Fab, Jim Jones, Trav, locals like TaxG, that squad. So you know, a lot of big names.
Word. A lot of people that y'all got in y'all playlist right now.
Right.
So it's crazy how we met. This was years ago. I can't even remember the year. I was rapping in my past life. I went to a networking event and I met him, and he was doing graphic design. So I'm thinking like, okay, cool. I'm gonna holler at him to do my mixtape cover whenever my mixtape comes out. Fast forward to like maybe mid to late 2017. I just started my Instagram, and you know, all of that suggested people you should follow that were from your contacts. He was the first one to come up. So I said, oh shit, this a homie that used to do graphic design. And then I saw he he was really doing this thing. I said, yo, I gotta interview him, yo. Like, I transitioned over from music, doing this, the production side, and he transitioned on the director side. So what made you even make that switch?
One thing just led to another. I was doing graphics. I started doing graphics for myself, doing the mixtapes, doing logos and stuff like that, and I was doing music at the same time. So, you know, designing for myself and designing for other people, it was like I started reaching out because I needed a video shot. So I was like, yo, me and my man's Piff Beats, he's like, yo, we just get a camera. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to shoot this ourselves, because the local prices were a little bit more than what I can afford at the time.
Word.
So, you know, I bought a camera, started shooting, and you know, somebody just like, yo, how much you charge? And then after that, it was a wrap.
Do you miss creating music at all, or even graphic design?
I do a little bit of it. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm actually working on some music right now.
Okay.
Nobody really knows that, so this is like, I have like, me, like I kind of like me stopping to do music and start getting into the directing thing. My man's hit me, he's like, yo, look at these old tracks I got from you that we kind of just put on hold because you started doing the video thing. And he started getting back into his music mode, and he just was like, yo, I just need like a verse or two. So I kind of just went through and got back in the studio, and you know, I ain't doing nothing like crazy, but I had enough time to just go back in the studio and kind of just like, sometimes you get the itch, you know.
Yeah, I feel
you've done it, so you might hear a beat and you just, you know, you start that all right, bet, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's always gonna be there, it's always gonna be in you. So I've worked on a couple things. I'm not gonna be like a rapper or nothing like that, but
you might put out like a solo project, like featuring some of the artists.
Not
you
a
shot
solo
for.
project, probably just get on a song or two. You know, he's putting out a project, so he's like, yo, I need a verse from you on this and this. It's like people don't really know that you rap, So I was like, all right, bet, let me just, you know, do that. But,
true. What was the first camera you ever started shooting with, yo?
My first camera was the Olympus. I don't remember the model, but my first video camera was the Canon 7D. Canon 7D. It lets you shoot 1080. It also lets you shoot in slow motion. And you know, like at the time, you know, I was just starting out. I was working with Nimi Hendrix. You know, we all Secret Society. So, you know, he was like, yo, I could show you how to really shoot videos with that camera. So he suggested that that's the camera I should get. He's like, yo, you should get this camera. He's like, I can show you. He's like, and since you do graphics, you'll be great at doing visual effects.
Yeah,
he said this to me. Like, he looked at me and said, yo, because I used to do a lot of, you know, I started doing graphic work. He would like, yo, I need a cover for this artist, that artist. He's like, yo, you with this camera line of video, I know you're going to be good at doing visual effects. And then it was just like, after that, I was like, yo. I didn't really like take it to heat at the time until I started actually really like doing videos, but that's kind of how like my whole style kind of molded from that. It's like now when people see my work, I do stuff that's like, people like, yo, how you do this, how you do that? Like I really like, I started using After Effects to do a lot of visual effects. So, you know, that's kind of like what stemmed that. But my first camera was definitely video-wise some Canon 7D.
True. How do you feel when like people come up to you and they be like, yo, if I get the camera that you got, I'm gonna be putting out work just as good as you?
Nobody's ever said that to me.
Okay.
People will say like, "What camera is that?" and then they'll go get that camera. But I know what I had to. I know when I got my camera, what I had to do to learn that camera and learn how to edit, because editing, people can get the equipment and shoot all day, and then you look at their work and it's like, all right, they just bought the equipment, they didn't learn how to do the editing part.
Yeah.
And editing is like extremely important. You gotta learn how to edit the sound. You have to color correct. You have to color grade. You know, you have to make sure that everything looks a certain type of way.
True. So what was like your moment where you was like, dang, I'm like really doing this. Like I'm really here right now. You know what I'm saying?
You know, being out and somebody like, yo, you Denity? That's a weird feeling. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. It's not like I'll be out like, I'll be out and I'm sitting down eating or something, and somebody may be like, yo, you Denity, or like I'll get on a train, or even like being out in New York and stuff like that. They'll be like, oh snap, you Denity, yo, I'll follow you on Instagram, I like your work. It's weird because in my mind, like I don't think that I'm, you know what I'm saying? I feel I'm regular. I'm like regular, so when people do that, it's just like, yo, like I'm really like, people really watching what you're doing. So yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Now you definitely doing your thing, man. Like, what's the craziest moment you've ever had, like filming, like shooting for an artist, yo? Has like a fight ever broke out on set?
Nah, fights broke out. I'll tell you a story about this one time I was in New York, right? So I think it's my first time telling this story on camera.
We got the exclusive.
So, you know, I'm shooting with an artist. We in New York, and you know, we shooting in New York. We in a laundry room, and yo, I got the camera equipment set up. We in the projects.
Okay.
Camera equipment set up. We in a laundry room shooting this scene for some gangster shit.
Okay.
So I'm in there. I'm filming. You know, like got prop guns, got real guns. You know, it's like okay, cool. Like all right, you know, I'm not worried about any of that. I know I'm good. So you know, I'm shooting. I got lights set up, equipment, and everything. So I guess somebody in the building seen that we was in the laundry room and called the cops.
Hold on, I think I saw this. Was this on your page?
No, this was a different instance.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Keep going.
Everybody, it was like at least 15 people in the laundry room. We all shooting the scene. They all booked. I'm talking everybody scattered everywhere. So the door slammed, and you had to get buzzed to get in the laundry room.
Oh man!
The cops banging on the door. I'm in there. I got camera equipment. There's prop guns. There's real guns. I'm like, yo, and I'm like this. I'm holding my breath like I'm synchronized swimming. Like I'm in there holding my breath. They're like, yo, let us in. I'm like, yo, and I'm slowly like I'm trying to get down to the floor to look under the door to see like who's. Like how many of them is it? But after a while, I guess they went to go search for the other people because I wasn't gonna go to the door. So I'm like, yo, I looked under the door and I sat there and I just waited and I'm looking under the door. You know how you can see their shadows? So I'm looking under and they like, yo, let us in. And I guess, you know, they started following the other people that left out. So as soon as I seen them walk away, I slowly start packing up my equipment. Took the props and stuff, put them in the bag behind one of the dryers, and I waited, opened the door, and just like, cause my camera box looks like luggage.
Okay.
So I just hauled ass out I ain't hauled ass, but I just speed walked out the room. And you know, I walk out the door, the cops was in the front of the building. I just got the bag on my shoulder and this. I just walked right past them like.
Everything like you was about to go on a trip somewhere.
Yeah, it was like Catch Me If You Can. It was just like, yo, I walked to the car, my heart was racing. I'm like, yo.
Damn.
So I go outside, I see that, I just walk right by. Like I was trying to play it off like I'm a tenant that lives in the building. But I'm so glad you had to get buzzed in to get in.
Yeah, because they could have just buzzed.
Yeah, like you live in the building, you need a card to buzz in, and the cops don't have that card. So you can get out, you just had to get buzzed in. But that was like, it was crazy. That was a crazy situation.
They would have had you on some Plaxico Burris type stuff, yo.
I don't know what they would have had me on, man. My heart was racing. I was standing there, you know that meme with Will Smith standing in an empty room?
Yeah.
Standing there like after the cop, it was like, yo, 12. I'm standing there like in the room, like, and the cops banging on the door. I'm like, yo.
It's about to get real.
To figure out how to get in here because I'm not opening that door. Man.
So who got the bag full of the props? Like somebody went back for it?
Yeah, we went back and got it. Later. We still actually after that happened, we still went to another spot and finished shooting the video.
Gotta stick. There you go. Gotta stick with it. Gotta stick with it. So do you listen like when people approach you with opportunities to film for them or something like that? Do you like listen to the music first, or you just like, all right, well, pay me first, and then I'll come up with the vision?
I get paid first.
Word.
No, I'm not gonna say that all the time. Sometimes you get in a situation where it's like, you know what I'm saying, like some stuff is like people try to force their music on you.
Okay.
But some cases, I'll listen to the record. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to the record and be like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, at first it was like, take everything. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's like, you know, I can listen to the record and choose if I want to shoot it or not, and see what treatment I can come up with. Because you know, I may not have a treatment for every record that's out there. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody else that's better that may be able to shoot that record.
Sure.
But people send me I get some dope music. Some music be not so dope, but you know, like the ones that are the songs that are really good, like the treatments come out really great.
Okay.
Like, so I get a lot of songs that's just like, yo, I can't wait to shoot this song. And not even like necessarily from industry artists, because it's a lot of independent artists that send me a lot of good music too. So,
so you don't like discriminate? You do independent,
I do
major, doesn't
I
matter.
really enjoy shooting the independent artists because I feel like I want to shoot that visual that's gonna make them an industry artist. I want to be the one that's kind of like, yo, this visual broke that artist.
True.
Shooting for an industry artist is like, you know, they're already on it, you know, but like to be that director that you know, broke the artist, it's like it gives you more like, yo, I gotta shoot with this guy because this visual broke this artist and got him here. The labels are looking at him, everybody's looking at him because of that visual, and that's my job as a director, to give them that visual that's gonna put them, you know, where they need to be in front of the labels and stuff like that. So even like learning from like being at the industry shoots and stuff, learning what, you know, getting the gems from there so I can apply it to the independent artist stuff.
Since we talking about filters and visuals, know what I'm saying, I'll ask you this and one more and we can wrap it up. How you feel about that Sicko Mode video? Because that video is fire. The one with Travis Scott and Drake.
Yeah.
Those visuals are crazy. I feel like the visual made that song better, yo.
Yeah, I mean, it was very abstract. I seen, like, you know, I look at stuff, I break everything down. I'm like, yo, I really like, I like Travis Scott videos, but I feel like ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, that whole ASAP camp, they have the best visuals, hands down.
True.
I don't know if you've seen any of their latest stuff. Their stuff is so stylish and it's not too intricate, but it always goes with, you know, what's going on with in that video. It don't have to be like direct. It's like it fits their style.
True.
So,
Ferg, I think, came out with a new video. I think like last week or something like that, right?
Fire.
I gotta check that one out.
It's called Floor Seats.
Yeah, that's where he's on a bike, right?
Yeah,
I gotta check that one out. I might even watch it when I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Watch it when I'm out of
the
here.
video was crazy. Man.
You got any like any words of wisdom for any up and coming music video directors or any inspiring ones, anything like that?
Just shoot. That's the, like, when I started, I did so much free work when I started because I had to have something to show. So I was treating the free videos like, say that I got 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever the amount is for the video, whatever the price is. I treated it like I got paid for it because I needed this work to people look at it like, okay, he's worth this is what he's asking for. It's worth it because look at this. So, you know, a lot of people automatically from the rip, they just be like, yo man, I want 3,000, I want 4,000. They don't have no body of work to justify why you cost that much.
Yeah.
It ain't necessarily about the equipment because, you know, most directors don't own their own equipment anyway. They show up, they rent everything. Oh, I need the camera, I need camera, lights, this, that, and the director shows up. You know what I'm saying? So once you get to that level, then you can start.
So I feel like we could talk for hours because like it's so. I usually have artists up here, so it's dope having somebody else that's on the other side of the spectrum. What do you shoot with?
I shoot with a Sony A7S II and a Red Dragon 6K.
True. You use like gimbals and all that?
Gimbals, drones, anything that, like I said, like people take the equipment, they just show up like, yo, I show up to yo, I'm gonna shoot your video. I got a drone, I got a Ronin, I got a this, I got a that. But they do all that before they even get into the treatment. Like when you develop the treatment for the song, you may not need a Ronin or a drone. You may be like, yo, my handheld style fits how this is gonna look. So like people just throw the equipment out there as a selling point to an artist and they're just, oh, he got a drone, I need this, this, and this. But if you give them a treatment and the treatment is fire, you're not gonna think about no equipment. If a part of the treatment calls for it to use those things, then yeah, because at the end of the day, those are tools.
Equipment does not matter, but it does to some degree.
It matters, but it doesn't. If I take my cell phone and I have the most fire idea, for example, like Blair Witch Project.
Okay, I know where you're going with this.
Like, you don't know what they shot that with. They didn't show up with the red and was like, or whatever camera they used. They could have used whatever camera. The quality is whatever, but it was so entertaining. It was like, it didn't matter, the quality. Even like Paranormal Activity. It was like, that movie, they had a budget. It was $15,000 for that budget. They shot that movie for $15,000 and it grossed like $5 million.
Yeah. That's why we got like 1 million of them coming out.
And it was more so, they shot everything in the house. They used tripod, camera, they had a cast, so you know it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Like the equipment they're all tools.
Masters of their craft, man. Last question, and I'm gonna get up out of here, yo. What's your favorite movie of all time, yo?
Back to the Future.
Woo! That's crazy. Okay.
Back to the Future.
Okay.
I like sci-fi stuff. I like Star Wars. But Back to the Future is like my favorite movie ever, all time, ever.
Word. How you feel about them like trying to reboot it?
I mean, with the technology they have now, I'm interested to see how it comes out. But you know, like at the time, it was just like for that movie to be out, then they had to work with what they had to still achieve that. So I have so much more appreciation for those movies. Not saying that the reboot's not gonna be good, but you know, like back then they had to really think like, how can we make this car fly? How can we put this fire on the ground without digitally putting it in there?
Yeah.
They really had to figure it out, you know. So like, even doing effects now, a lot of people, it's good to learn how to do visual effects, but I like to do more practical if possible. To achieve more of an authentic look. But Back to the Future is like definitely my favorite.
Word. That's my man's Denity right there. You want to say anything else? You got the floor.
Follow me on Instagram at DENITY. I got Twitter, I got Xbox 2 and PlayStation if y'all want to get sauced in Fortnite or Apex.
Oh, Apex, that's my jam. So it's Denity on everything across the board?
Everything. Denity, everything. Crazy thing is like my name, it was my rapper name, then it was my graphic designer name, and then now it's like,
so you just kept it.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty much, I think that's what everybody pretty much does, yeah. That's my man's right there, Denity. Abwon Face2Face. Shout out to Poppy Stores for setting this one up.
Yo, shout out to Poppy Stores, man. He's doing big things out here. Music, movies.
That record with him and P Rock is fire.
He has like, he really like knows how to network. Poppy Stores is like the GOAT when it comes to networking. Like he really like I said, like he's talented. He's a talented musician, actor. He's really dope.
Yeah, he coming through tomorrow too. I'm gonna introduce him to my mans and they're gonna link up. We're gonna play some beats for him and all that, see if they can make something happen. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. That's Abwon, that's Denity. We out of here.